So this is the Black Archives, and we are based in Amsterdam in the Netherlands. We are often seen as a very unique archives. We are focused much on Black history and culture, and the reason why we basically started this project is because the voice of Black people is often very underrepresented in various institutions and in wider society. I think it's very important to have this archive, especially in the Dutch context, because a lot of the issues that we face as Black people, Black communities in the Netherlands, but also beyond, are very much rooted in the history of slavery and colonialism. And I think that if we delve into that history, we can come to better solutions. So within the Black Archives, we speak about a lot of themes, like for instance, women history, the various communities with different religion, language, culture, etc., gender, class, and also one of the themes that we have spoke about past couple of years is, for instance, Pan-Africanism. And what are for you the main lessons that you can take away from that history?
Pan-Africanism to me means that as people of African descent, we have a common goal, common history, and a common destiny. And yeah, when you look at the history of Pan-Africanism or Pan-Africanisms, because there are different forms and varieties of Pan-Africanism, yeah, we can learn a lot of lessons for our current situation as Black people, both in the Netherlands, but across the diaspora and in the continent as well. And we can gain inspiration to create a better future. One of my biggest inspirations in terms of Pan-Africanism is Marcus Garvey. Marcus Garvey is seen as one of the fathers of Pan-Africanism. He wrote this book, The Philosophy and Opinions of Marcus Garvey. He's founder of the Universal Negro Improvement Association in the early 20th century. And his aim was to support the emancipation of Black people across the world, and became the largest movement of African people in history until today.
What's very interesting about the archival piece that you have shown is that this book, one of the first books about the philosophy of the lessons of Marcus Garvey, was basically archived by his wife, Amy Garvey. And a lot of people do not know that when it comes to Black history, that often the leaders that we see, like Marcus Garvey, but also Otto Huisveld, who was a Black communist, their stories and their contribution to the world, the reason why we know that now is through their wife, who archived their story.
I completely agree. I think it's essential that we acknowledge the role of Black women in this history. I think another interesting example is W.E.B. Du Bois. He is also seen as one of the fathers of Pan-Africanism, organized several Pan-African congresses from the early 20th century until the mid-20th century. And his wife, Shirley Graham Du Bois, played a very essential role both in the movement and in documenting part of this history. So it's very important to acknowledge that as well. We have this amazing collection of books and artifacts, but we want to make it accessible to the people. So by cooperating with artists, different backgrounds, we try to make this information and this knowledge accessible and try to spread it with our community. So one of the things that we do is that we develop exhibitions, we organize events like debates, lectures, and we collaborate with different partners. One of those partners is Patta, a very inspiring fashion brand and platform, which uses hip-hop as a means to spread knowledge and culture. Through this long-term collaboration with Patta, we aim to make this fascinating and invisible history more visible to the people. We aim to contribute to educating people from different walks of life, so we can contribute to a society, a world where people can understand each other better, connect better, and inspire each other.